Okay, the aftermath of the tragic events of the September 11 attacks left nearly 3,000 Americans dead and several survivors with PTSD. With the ongoing terrorist threats, we needed to take action in the form of surveillance. So, throughout this speech, I will explain how the Patriot Act keeps Americans safe on a daily basis due to the increased usage of wiretaps on suspected terrorists, monitoring of personal records, and surveillance of electronic data. And some of the sources I've used to assist me in my research is the book titled How Patriotic is the Patriot Act of the United States, the New York Amsterdam News, and Congressional Digest, the periodical Human Rights, and some of the archives from the U.S. Department of Justice website. So first, I'll discuss how the increased usage of wiretaps keeps Americans safe. So a wiretap basically means you're allowed to listen into someone's phone call. Federal agents are given permission by a judge to seek, not for the invasion of privacy, but for national security. So in order to do that, they get their permission, they're listening to the phone call, and they're able to stop terrorists that way. So it ensures that, not really for the invasion of privacy. So, and according to the newspaper article in New York Amsterdam News, the president once stated that Congress must understand that we're still at war, and they got to give us the tools necessary to win this war. And he just wants the bill to be passed after the attacks of 9/11. He wanted an answer, he wanted a response to the horrific deaths, almost 3,000 deaths. So the Patriot Act was the way to go. It was the solution to the nation's problems at the time. Next, I will elaborate more on the monitoring of personal records for our safety, and the U.S.A. Patriot Act, Preserving Life and Liberty, the book, an archive located in the U.S. Department of Justice website. Federal agents can obtain business records for national security purposes. So an example would be trying to figure out who bought parts for a bomb by visiting Home Depot, Jed's Hardware, places like that. Because people are discreet, so if you look into their records, you can see who's planning what are they trying to do, what their motives are, and so on and so forth. So terrorists can be aided by an unknown individual, which is why allowing access to financial information can help them figure out who the accomplice is and what their motives are. So someone can be sending money to a terrorist group and nobody would even know that. So getting to peek into financial information, again, isn't for the invasion of privacy, but rather to protect the nation, protect Americans, and see who's sending money to who, to buy firearms or to buy illegal substances. Who knows? And last, I'll talk about the purpose of the surveillance of electronic data for public safety. In relation to the periodical Human Rights, John Podesta, the author, has claimed that Section 216 of the Patriot Act allows law enforcement to record all computer data if necessary. So this includes trafficking and signaling as well. So cases come to a close sooner when the network is examined. So due to the increased usage nowadays, because terrorists get on the internet more, they're able to recruit people, and those recruits get on the internet. Unlike back then, the internet was very limited. So, but with increased usage, police are able to investigate these cases and they're able to come to a close faster. So that's why it is important to look into the network. So in conclusion, I hope I've given you a reason to believe that the Patriot Act is necessary for national security. The invasion of privacy it's not going to matter when you or a loved one is killed, because the pros outweigh the cons by a massive amount. Thank you. How's that?
Very great.
5 minutes?